Jacksonville police officer with a history of confrontational traffic stops. We've reported on him before after a local couple took out a restraining order on him for harassment and stalking, and after a local military veteran accused him of racial profiling and excessive force.
You know how much of a domestic terrorist you have to be of a police officer to have a civilian have a restraining order against you? Like, if you pull me over once, okay, you pull me over twice, okay, but for me to go out to put a restraining order out against a police officer, this had to be something relentless. You got, if you, one apple spoils the whole bunch, right? If we say that and we truly believe that, you have to investigate the whole department. You have to. He's not the only one that's complicit in this behavior.
And after a local military veteran accused him of racial profiling and excessive force. But in this exclusive On Your Side investigation, our Ann Schindler reports it's no longer just suspects raising concerns about this officer's actions. Now local prosecutors are raising red flags as well.
He should even, for prosecutors to be raising red flags, it should even be in question that you and I, if we have any type of track record that this officer has, we would be fired. And this officer has way more power and way more responsibility than we have. They can really affect lives. I feel like the leash should be even shorter. With great power comes great responsibility, which also should come with great accountability as well. The leash should be shorter, I think, with
raising
these type
red
of jobs.
flags as well.
I'm Officer Peppers. The reason I'm stopping you is because your tent is far too dark.
The traffic stop started cordially enough.
Okay, it smells like marijuana coming from the vehicle or from one of y'all. So turn the car off and then just step out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a search, okay?
At least at first.
Because you are eligible for arrest, he is eligible for arrest.
I was pulled over for my car.
Put your hand on your back.
Officer Justin Peppers began handcuffing Sherlock Hester when things escalated quickly.
Go ahead, keep talking.
What you said was, I pulled over. Don't grab on me. Don't grab on me like that.
Well, you're definitely going to jail now. That's called bullying, man.
Bully? I didn't even do it.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey,
put your hands behind your back.
You see what I'm saying? He got her by her hair. Based off this body cam footage alone, bro. Look how comfortable he is manhandling her like this. And he doesn't even have her by her jacket. He has her by her hair. He has her by her hair.
Put your hands behind your back.
He has her by her hair.
Put your hands behind your back.
Off me!
Under arrest. Stop it.
Get off me!
What resist?
He just punched her with
You hit me! You just punched me!
Back. Stop it.
You just punched me!
You're under arrest for battery.
But you punch me! Battery? I ain't punch you!
Stop.
So I ain't punch you, how the you gonna say battery?
Whenever you're
You just punched me in my head!
Put your hands behind your back.
The body cam footage is shocking to watch.
Put your hands behind your back.
Off me!
Under arrest.
But that's not why it caught the attention of local prosecutors.
Off me!
Punched her with the handcuffs.
According to an email last year from the Chief Assistant State Attorney to the Undersheriff, Pepper's report got it wrong. He arrested Hester on charges of resisting with violence.
Put your hands behind your back.
But according to prosecutors, it was Peppers who was
Put your
violent.
hands behind your back.
And it wasn't the only time.
Give me your ID card.
In this body cam, Peppers stops Javarius Bell on a scooter for a traffic violation.
I'm gonna just show you. I ain't gonna give it to you though.
You're gonna give it to me.
I'm gonna show you.
But within seconds,
2183 is about to fight me.
He's about to fight you.
Hands against the
You
car.
see it? And then you see how they set it up on the walkie-talkie? Like I said, you and I, we have any type of track record like this at our job, we would be fired with a quickness. But for some reason, the people who have the most powerful jobs in society, they seem to have the longest leash. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Like I said, I think you should have an even shorter leash when you have this type of power. When you have this type of power to lock people up. When you have this type of power to make arrests. Technically, you can make citizens arrest, but if you really try it on the streets, it's not going to go the way you think. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really is trying to do citizens arrests like that. But when you have the power to actually arrest people, when you have the ability to take somebody's life and go home the next day, the leash should be a lot shorter when it comes to things like this.
Right now. Push your hands against the car. Get down. Lay down. Lay down.
Go ahead.
Lay down.
Go ahead.
Lay flat right now.
Both incidents were highlighted in the prosecutor's email to the undersheriff last March. It cited inconsistencies between what Peppers said happened and what actually did, saying, quote, officer in both cases appears to assert initial aggression and then charges resisting with violence.
Lay down!
This isn't the first time Officer Peppers has had these issues, though, with people on traffic stops.
And I guarantee you he's only like this in uniform. When you meet him outside of uniform, he's probably just the nicest. You could probably have your way with him outside of uniform. But when he got that uniform on, when he feel emboldened, when he know that most people out there, they get beat up by the police, they get assaulted by the police, they're not really going to fight back like that. We know it's not going to go the way you can't. You can't. That's why he said, go ahead. He knew what was about to happen. But I guarantee you, outside of uniform, he's not this emboldened to just put hands on people and just stick his chest out like this, bro. He's not like that. You can tell by his voice. You can tell even by his stature in the beginning. By that stature, you could tell he's not bully season outside that uniform at all.
First Coast News crime and safety analyst Mark Bachman notes JSO's early warning system was designed to flag officers with patterns of troubling behavior.
We know that there is intervention that's done or supposed to be done. Warning
signs include car crashes, misconduct allegations, use of force incidents, and a lot of arrests with resisting charges. When an officer experiences 3 or more in a 3-month period, a report is automatically generated. 3 such reports in 1 year, and the agency is supposed to consider an intervention.
Hey, he ain't had to push it like that.
So that means he could 3 or more in a month. That's supposed to just start a little case. 3 or more in a year, they're supposed to start an intervention. You see how long the leash is? Some jobs you can't even get 3 write-ups. You get 1 and you may even get 1 strike, bro. But when you have this type of job, the leash is so crazy long. 3 in a year, we're going to have an intervention, which is a sit down, review the tape, tap on the wrist, paid leave, don't do it again, okay? That's all that is.
Agency is supposed to consider an
that's
intervention.
3 people being locked up
He ain't had to push it like that.
Records obtained by First Coast News show Peppers exceeded that warning threshold in 2019 and again in 2020.
Because he gets away with
24
it.
total incidents, including 4 misconduct allegations and 16 uses of force.
So what do you do as a supervisor? What do you do as an agency with someone like Officer Peppers? Is he a bad police officer? No, I don't think he's a bad police officer. He's trying to...
And that's the problem. And that's the problem right here. And that's the problem. If I'm a firefighter and I get 24 cases of negligence, of handling the fire, misconduct when handling the fire, whatever, am I a bad firefighter? Yes. If I'm I'm a therapist, and I get caught with 20 cases of misconduct, I don't know, leading my therapy patients astray. Am I a bad therapist? Yes. But when it comes to the police officers, I don't know why people just don't like to call out the police sometimes. Bro, he's a bad officer. And his manager, his sheriff, is a bad sheriff for letting it to continue. Like I said, investigate the whole police. Any other job, 24 cases, 20 cases in a 2-year span, you're a bad whatever it is. Call a spade a spade.
See, with someone like Officer Peppers, is he a bad police officer? No, I don't think he's a bad police officer. He's trying to do his job, but maybe, just maybe, he needs a change of an environment for the time being.
Prosecutors dropped the resisting with violence charges in the 2 cases.
If I'm a surgeon and I have misconduct on 24 patients, am I a bad surgeon? Yes. Would you go to me? No. Come on. Like, this stupid
Environment
man.
for the time
It's
being.
stupid.
Prosecutors dropped the resisting with violence charges in the 2 cases they flagged. But while they're raising concerns about Pepper's credibility to JSO, it hasn't stopped them from calling him to testify in court.
Put your f***ing hands behind your back.
JSO
Got
and
it right
prosecutors
here.
declined interview requests for this story, but Bachman says, at least internally, the pattern of behavior is something that both agencies and the officer are going to have to address.
And he's got to address it in a certain way where it doesn't always mean you have to slam somebody on the hood of a car.
Ann Schindler, First Coast News, on your side.
Put your hands behind your back.
And he only says that, and he's only like that because that hasn't happened to him. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't happened to him. He hasn't had to face anything like that. And he probably never will. But for those of us who have had to endure that, who have had to live through that, who have experienced something like that, bro, it's not... That don't leave you, you know what I'm saying? That sticks with you, bro. So, I'm assuming he part of the police union or something like that. That's what it sounds like. But anyway, yeah, bro's a horrible officer, and it sounds like he still got his job, which is crazy to me because, like I said, any one of us would have been fired. But investigate the whole department.